Hello, in this one we're going to be going over the DC1 Proving Grounds play machine. I can't do any practice boxes or Proving Grounds practice machines because I think OSCP will get a bit of a sad on about it. I know they're not too fond of people even doing these, but as these are available and free, to my knowledge, I do think they are fair game. So I'm going to be doing all four of these machines. There's four DC machines. I think it's DC1, 4, 9, and 3, something like that. I'll be going over all of them, starting with the easiest, which is probably this one. So I've quickly just ran the Nmap scans beforehand, just so it saves a bit of time. I'm just going to be going through my thought process, how I tackle things, and what I did to tackle this box. Any cuts, things like that, will just be to save time. I'll explain everything I'm doing. Nothing's been hidden. So we'll get right into it. So right off the bat, obviously we can see we'll scan this machine. All I've done is just perform an Nmap scan on every single port on this machine. Just really quick before we begin as well, the IP addresses are different. I had to reset the box, so as you'll see here on the next screen, this IP address will change, but it is the same machine. This is just a previous Nmap scan. So right off the bat, we can see we've got SSH, HTTP server, some RPC, and another port here, which is also another RPC port. These two, generally, there's not, well, there can be things there that you can enumerate, so you can get files, things like that from RPC, things like that. In this case, it's just a little rabbit hole if you want to look at it. So I'll always start, if there is a web server, I'll almost always start with that. It's just the easiest thing to go for. Again, further in the Nmap scan, so all I've just done is just to say, have a look at it a little bit more further. So that's the aggressive scan. That's just your default scripts, things like that. So I'll just run typical things from Nmap and just try and find out like basic information from your banners, things like that. And as you can see here, it's detected that it's a Drupal 7 instance, as you're going to see on the next page. It's just found from the robots. You can find quite a few files that are going to exist here. So going on to the Drupal site, we can see that it's obviously a Drupal instance, and Nmap's already told us it's Drupal 7. We can find that out through a number of ways. So if we go to the robots file, we can have a look through here. So for instance, if you want to go to change log, things like that, this will typically tell us what version things are. Oh, no it won't, not in this case. Well, there is a way, for instance, try install. So there should be a version number in here somewhere. Drupal new. Where's another good one? Install. I think we've already got install. Well, I can't see. There is another way you can see the version in it, but the point is there's more than one way to do it. So let's say if Nmap hadn't showed us that on the banner, we could enumerate this. We could, even if it is going this far, if we hadn't found it, we could have just gone on to Drupal, looked at versions and seen what different sort of how things look in different versions, and you would have eventually found that this is a Drupal 7 instance. So from here, we'll just look up, quite simply, Drupal 7 exploits. Really simple generic search and just see what it brings us. So there's a few on here. There's exploit DB is always a good one. I always love it when there's like proof concepts on GitHub, things like that. So if we go on here, I'm going to shorten it for you and say that this type of exploit, Drupal Geddon exploit, is the one we want. So after I've played around with a few of them, I would have a look at something like this. So Drupal Geddon. And the one we want is a Ruby exploit. Yes, here we go, is the one. This is the exploit we want, and this will give us a shell immediately, so it's straight to RCE, and this automatically gives us a shell. So after we've downloaded, or just copy however you want to do it, gotten the little Ruby script, we'll run it and see what it gives us. So right away here, we've got a shell on the machine, and as you can see, we are www data. So straight away, just to speed up the process, we'll get over a copy of limpys. As you can see as well, we are in a restricted shell. So if we just sort of have a look where we are, we're in www data at the minute. Sorry, in www. So if we try and go to other directories, you're going to see that we're pretty limited. And the only way to get out of this would be to spawn another shell, whether that be through Netcat or MSF Venom, things like that, putting our own binary in. I'm just going to go to my my Privesk folder where I've got all my binaries, things like that. There we go. All I'm doing now is transferring over the. Oh, there we go. The binary. I believe I already have. Yeah, I didn't reset this machine before, so we do actually already have limpies on here. So I can just. But if we didn't, we just do this. So we'll just wget this script. So all I've done here is start a little Python server, and this will make anything in this folder here accessible from the machine. So all we'll do is just copy the script over, and then we'll run limpies. It should run pretty quick. As you can see here, it looked like no output, but if you just let it run, it's not returned yet. So occasionally you might just have to let this, if you're on another instance, any other machine, sometimes this might just freeze it and it might not work on that type of shell. In this case, we're quite lucky, it does just work immediately. Now, when I first saw this, I saw Dirty Cow straight away, and I'm going to highlight a little mistake I made. So rather than actually checking the full output, I just saw Dirty Cow and I was like, right away, I'm just going to give this a crack. I can also see that GCC is on the machine up here somewhere. Here we go, GCC version, so I can see it's present. And generally with that, it sort of means you can compile exploits on the actual native system, so it just sort of limits the errors that you can get. It's not a good indicator normally if you've got some sort of kernel exploit, if you've got things like that on the machine, but obviously in this case it's not. So because of that, when I was trying this out, I thought, I'll go back and check my output while I trying to get this exploit to work. So a mistake I just made on this machine was, instead of actually checking the full output and seeing for any big things that stick out, just going straight to what I believe is getting tunnel vision, a little bit of a rabbit hole in the Dirty Cow exploit. So if we had just gone through this script and seen what it had outputted, we'd have seen straight away what the escalation path is. So right away we can see under SUID we have the find binary with its SUID bit set. Generally any sort of system level binary present, like find, grep, things like that, that's got an SUID bit set, there's always going to be a really good way to exploit from that on GTFO bin. So if we just do a quick Google search, we'll just type in the find binary, you can see right away with its SUID bit set we can do something crafty like this and spawn a system shell. Again, just from trial and error on this box, I'm going to tell you that SH terminal doesn't work, so we're going to use bash, and this should give us a root shell. Oh, incorrect. So we need, in order to actually spawn the shell, we do need to actually spawn a terminal instead. So what we will do is we'll just upload a terminal, a shell. So how we'll do that, we will get White Wolf on our machine or any other sort of shell so we can upload files. There we go, and then we're just going to repeat the process. In fact, I believe I already have it on here, but I'll do it as a demonstration. There we go. So all I've done is gone to a folder where I have my White Wolf PHP shell present, whitewolf.php. Now if we go to our website, go to /whitewolf, as we are in the directory, there we go, we're accessible. Again, it's a restricted shell, so we're not going to be able to really get out of this directory. We can obviously see other things, so we can see the root directory, things like that, but we can't actually get out of the current directory we're in. Oh, chmod. There we go. There we go. Make sure this is running. Oh, what am I doing? What's the file called again? Shield, that's at 64. Oh, there we go. There we go, got a shell. And as you can see, non-TTY shell, so we're just going to quickly spawn one. Spawn TTY shell. We're just going for a quick little cheat sheet. I've not got these written down. I'll just go to this one here. Probably should write these down. All we're going to do now is just spawn interactive shell. There we go. Where was we? So go back to our find command, change to bash, and we should be able to spawn a root shell. Nope, we are still doing data. I'm not actually entirely sure why that has not worked. That is a bit weird. Oh, I know why. I've removed. There we go. There we go. So, as you can see now, we are root with a little hashtag there instead of $sign. So, if we go to the root, there we go. There's a proof. So, as a little recap, my mistake initially after getting on the machine for the privilege escalation, instead of just actually checking things out and going through my whole data that I had, I just went straight into tunnel vision and went straight for something that I thought would have worked. Again, if I hadn't have done my sanity check whilst that was working after 2 attempts, I was probably not working. Just quickly skimmed through it, and funnily enough, the first place I went to was SUID bits. I just happened to see this. Again, if you just skim through it, you've seen it straight away. As soon as I saw that, I was like, right, that's definitely a way in. Again, nice easy box, nothing too complicated. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.